It is my sincere belief that Marshall D. Teach, aka Blackbeard, has already eaten an octopus devil fruit. What? And I'll prove it to you. One of my favorite things about One Piece is the fact that the author Ichiro Oda adds countless attention to detail, whether it's an island influenced by a real life city, or direct influences from Christianity, or influences and character designs from people in real life. Ichiro Oda puts attention to detail in every aspect of One Piece. This attention to detail even extends to the flags for pirate crews in the series. If you look at the Straw Hat Pirates, the Jolly Roger has a straw hat on it, but the important thing to note is that this Jolly Roger with the straw hat is exclusive and is a direct representation of the Captain Monkey D. Luffy, because the members of the Straw Hat Pirates don't wear straw hats. This is an outward body appearance of the captain. The Roger Pirates, the flag has a big mustache that's exclusive to Goldie Roger. Their flag represents their captain, Goldie Roger. The Buggy Pirates, if you look at their flag, it's a Jolly Roger with a red nose. This red nose, a big detail to the flag, is exclusive to the captain, Buggy the Clown. We can even take this a step further. The Fire Tank Pirates, led by Captain Capone Beige, sports a flag that has a Jolly Roger with cannons and a castle. The design of this flag has nothing to do with his outward appearance, but with his devil fruit abilities and what he turns into. The rest of the crew cannot relate to this at all, seeing that the design is solely based off of Capone and his devil fruit. If you follow the pattern set by Oda, it comes to no surprise whatsoever that the Blackbeard Pirates flag looks the way it does. When you look at the Blackbeard Pirates flag, the forefront features 3 skulls, but when you look at Blackbeard's physical body, he has 1 skull. If we take a look at the biology of an octopus, they actually have 1 heart to circulate blood around the body, but that's not the interesting part. Octopuses also pump it past the gills in order to pick up oxygen, with the power of an additional 2 hearts. 3 skulls, 3 hearts. Another feature of the Blackbeard Pirates flag is the bones behind the 3 skulls. If we count it out, there's 8 bones. Is it a coincidence that octopuses have 8 tentacles?
There is no such thing as a coincidence.
In chapter 966 of the One Piece manga, according to the Viz manga translations, we see a young Buggy the Clown and a young Shanks having a conversation about Blackbeard. Buggy the Clown tells Shanks, hey, they say he's never slept in his life. And to which Shanks responds, oh, he's a lucky guy. But Buggy quickly shoots this down and says, you don't get the point, do you? He's a monster. I don't think this is just a joke and just a little gag by Oda. This is a clearly set, intentional breadcrumb clue to Blackbeard's powers and him as a character. This is a clear clue to Blackbeard's powers and himself as a character, because when you look at the biology, or at least the nature of an octopus, they actually sleep in bursts of 40 seconds up to a minute or so, right? So if you apply this logic to Blackbeard, if he has the ability to go to sleep for just a few seconds or whatever, it can go very unnoticed to people and appear as if he never sleeps, as opposed to regular human beings that'll sleep from anywhere to 5 to 9 hours, but he'll sleep in the span of seconds. And if it does come out and it does slip, he could just simply shrug it off as just a weird bodily function, something strange about his body. Do you remember how at the end of the Jaya arc, the Blackbeard Pirates ran into the Straw Hat Pirates? That was a close call, and honestly I think that the Blackbeard Pirates would have just completely wiped out the Straw Hat Pirates, but in short, I have to give it to them. The Straw Hat Pirates did manage to escape Mr. Octopus, but only to be carried back down by
another one. Oi, mira! Suge kore!
by the way, check out the spots on that octopus and compare it to the pants of post-time skip Blackbeard. Chapter 577. This is the middle of the Marineford War, aka Paramount War, whatever you like to call it. We actually get a panel of Marco talking about how Blackbeard has a second fruit now, and according to the Viz manga translations, Marco says that's true for normal humans, but as you know, Teach isn't normal. His body is odd. Well, we might have to take into consideration that Vegapunk actually discovered that every human has their own lineage factor, and that devil fruits actually alter the lineage factor of a person. This is why Chopper, for an example, has human intelligence and human speech at all times, despite, you know, him having a devil fruit and him originally being an animal. Or Luffy, where he doesn't generate rubber, but he is rubber, compared to like a Paramecia like Katakuri or Doflamingo. They generate substance, but Luffy is the substance. That fruit genetically modified Luffy. Actually explain why Blackbeard has multiple fruits. If he had a octopus fruit or like a mythical fruit where his lineage factor is altered and his body now has 3 hearts, maybe he grew another 2 hearts, you know, this allows him to get multiple fruits like the Gura Gura no Mi or the Yami Yami no Mi, which by the way looks a lot like ink. Another tool and ability that octopuses actually have is the ability to camouflage. So octopuses can use this to either escape from an enemy or to surprise attack an enemy. But you know, you can actually compare this to the physical body of Blackbeard, where pre-time skip his pants look a lot like camouflage, right? I mean, just look at it. And then you can also apply it to Blackbeard metaphorically, where he was a Whitebeard pirate for so long, just completely blended in, and no one would have ever guessed he would have been a traitor, right? He camouflaged right into the crew. A big headcanon about Blackbeard is that he'll have a third fruit. This is fueled by the idea that you know, he has a Paramecia and he has a Logia, right? So people want that balance where Blackbeard is like this ultimate super strong antagonist. He has one of every fruit: Logia, Paramecia, Zoan, right? Also fueled by the 3 skulls on the flag. People think that that's going to be a hint. Well, I think we found that Zoan, right? The Kraken having 3 hearts, allowing you to have 3 fruits, right? This means he would have had to eaten the Kraken fruit or the octopus fruit before he ever had the Yami Yami no Mi. Now there are other details to this, like for an example, octopuses can regenerate limbs. So if a tentacle of theirs gets cut off or dismembered or whatever, they can actually regenerate it. So there may have been a time where Blackbeard lost a limb and just regenerated it, and this is what influenced Marco to claim that Blackbeard has a weird body. And also, octopuses have a super complex nervous system, so this could also play a factor into how Blackbeard exaggerates when he takes a lot of damage, or he cries and moans when he gets hit. Now, playing into the idea that this theory is actually true, there is one crazy thing I'd like to predict, where maybe the Straw Hat Pirates are in a position where maybe they're in the ocean, maybe they're at sea, and you know, it's Straw Hats versus Blackbeard Pirates, and you know, we get a panel or we get a episode where Blackbeard just like voluntarily just jumps in the water. You know, that's gonna be putting us on a cliffhanger. And you know, Oda, we know how he is. Probably like 10 episodes later, 10 chapters later, you just out of nowhere, there's just a huge octopus, a huge kraken in the water, and it's just attacking the Thousand Sunny. I could see this happening because, you know, Blackbeard having multiple fruits, I wouldn't even rule it out that, you know, his mythical kraken fruit would allow him to be in water. I mean, the devil fruits versus being in water, I think the devil fruits is like clearly a lot more powerful. So, you know, that's my crazy headcanon, but I think that's about it. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you think that this is true, or if you just enjoyed watching it, I would greatly appreciate you. The button takes almost no energy, no effort. Please do that. And if you want me to drop more videos, continue with this channel, or if you just want to keep up to date, subscribe button, hit the bell, whatever, all this YouTube stuff, I'll greatly appreciate it. But thank you so much for watching. Let's cross our fingers for Kraken Blackbeard, and have a nice day.